If you're scared of moths, just don't come here.
I used to be terrified of moths.
Really?
As a little kid. Like, it wasn't, I guess I was scared of all bugs. But moths in particular. Even though I knew that they were completely useless, they're like moths. There's like not a single moth type that's poisonous or that stings or anything.
When you said moth type, I was just like, moth type Pokemon? I'm sure there's a moth type Pokemon that's part poisonous, right?
They're all, right?
Yeah.
Butterfree and Mothra? Mothra's the...
Yeah, and they've all got poison moves, so you're right, they are all poisonous.
Maybe that's why the Pokemon...
You play too much. Oh no, I used to catch moths.
Oh, I couldn't do that.
Really?
I was like really scared of them. I think it's just the way they flutter around, and like they're always around at night.
Yeah.
Because like they're always coming towards the light sources, so there's just an overabundance of moths.
I think I just wasn't smart enough to tell the difference between a moth and a butterfly. So I was just like, oh, it's just a nighttime butterfly. I'm 99% sure that is why I was like fine with moths. Also, I was the type of kid that would like catch like lizards and stuff, so just add moths to that list.
I could never do anything. I was a little scaredy cat.
Really?
I don't know why, because I have 4 little brothers.
Yeah.
So the house was always really messy, and there would often be cockroach infestations. So there was lots of cockroaches around.
Yeah.
So I'd always expected myself to become like indifferent to bugs, just because there were so many cockroaches around.
Yeah.
But they would always creep me out every time.
No, that's it. Cockroaches was the one thing I couldn't deal with. But it wasn't even because of cockroaches. I was fine with cockroaches. It's just, I think I accidentally stood on one once. And cockroaches have like guts.
Especially the big flying ones.
Yeah, so it was like the guts of the cockroaches that I was terrified of, not the cockroach itself. Like, so if somebody...
Like, if it got near you, you'd have to squish it, and then you'd be covered in the squish?
Yeah, like, I'd be scared of the squish, so I would... Like, if somebody else was around when cockroaches were around, and their immediate reaction is to squish it, I'd be like, no! Because I was terrified of the squish of the cockroach. Like, there's just too much guts, and they're like, what do you do with it then? I don't know, put it outside. Like,
I used to also be pretty terrified of Christmas beetles.
I mean, they are scary.
It's weird. I haven't seen a Christmas beetle for ages. Like, not since I moved to Brisbane. I haven't seen a single Christmas beetle. Which is crazy, because, like, as a kid, they used to be everywhere. Like, every Christmas.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, last time I remember seeing them...
you could never leave a window open,
was like,
because they would always come in.
And then they have no sense of direction.
Just everywhere.
They're just like...
And they get sticky to fabrics, because of their legs.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice that. I was also distracted by the fact that, like, this beautiful, shiny blue colour. Are they? I don't know. I was just like, all the bugs. Everything. But I can see why you'd be terrified of them, because they also just fly at you for some reason.
Yeah, now there'll be a noticeable change in audio quality.
Oh, it's fine. You know perfectionism? Exact opposite. Literally, I don't know, I've been trying to learn to draw. And the way I've been trying to learn to draw is to make videos of me drawing, and then I just like do a voiceover. But
I was thinking of doing that.
Do it.
Oh, I was specifically thinking of doing a daily challenge thing.
Yeah.
Where I would do it every day.
Well, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I was trying to do that, and then I stopped at like the second day. But Inktober's coming up, which is basically like a daily challenge for October. And it's just a thing that people do. I don't know why.
I think I might have seen something like that. And you like have to, like it's got a different picture for every day of the month.
Yeah, like a different prompt kind of thing for every day. I don't know whether it's a picture, but yeah, no, try it. Because it's gotten me, it's really bad because I don't actually draw unless I'm like, oh, I'm gonna film it. Actually, this is my problem nowadays, is I've started filming everything and I don't do things unless I film them now. So, Yeah. But yeah, I've learnt to draw hands.
Well, that's meant to be the hardest thing, isn't it?
Yeah, well that's what I started. Oh, actually, okay, hang on. I'll show it to you. Give me a moment. You know how everything, well, you're talking about how you sort of start doing a thing and you've got all the energy and then you just don't, like it. The description of fear. So, first hand that I drew, really dodge. Second, like I'm like, I was pretty proud about these two. And then I tried
that first hand's pretty good.
Yeah. And then I tried it again, and then I started messing up. And then it just devolved into this, and then I just drew that picture because I was sick of drawing hands. So that's what's happened with me.
That's very distinct de-evolution there.
Yeah.
Just the amount of effort.
Because I was like, oh, we'll try and learn cartoon hands.
Oh yeah.
And
okay,
then
I can see what you're doing there.
yeah, and then that I was just like,
awful.
I was like, fuck, I don't want to. Oh, hang on. Does it focus? I don't want to have to like focus and refocus. I guess I'm gonna have to. You got like the good hands, and then slowly it goes down to that one. There we go. See?
Drawing. Oh, I did. Oh, I did this stupid video on my YouTube channel of. I came up with this idea of a web series called Between the Lines.
Okay.
Purely because I thought that I could put those signs between the words, like that symbol. That's just a line. Like it's not an L.
Oh, like
the text.
Yeah.
I could put that between, like,
on
the title.
On the title.
So it would be called Between the Lines.
Between lines.
So purely for that,
yeah.
I came up with an idea for a show that's a colouring in book review show.
Yeah.
And so I have this terrible video of me going through this colouring in book, making terrible jokes. It's an awful idea. I did it purely so that I could have that name Between the Lines. Because now that's on YouTube. That's got a date next to it. I came up with that.
On that day, if someone else takes it, you got rights. That's actually, like, as a concept, have you ever looked, well, obviously you have looked through colouring in books. Some of them are interesting to go through. Like, especially kids ones, because they sort of have, But, I don't know, adults ones are too complex for me.
I haven't seen an adult. Well, not except for joke ones, like ironic joke ones, like that are pornographic or something.
No, like, it was a big phase actually. You'd see old ladies sitting on city cats just colouring in.
That's weird.
They're like the really intricate ones, like the mandalas and stuff, and like in the gardens, and yeah, they're really intricate, and it's like adult colouring in. But yeah, I tried one once because some of my friends brought them camping, and I just got really frustrated. It's meant to be relaxing, and I was like, this is taking too long, and there's all these little, I don't know, there's just too many little tiny things, and I don't, see, they had the patience to go, this is my colour scheme, and I'm going to stick to it. I don't. I was like, everywhere.
I don't like that, because what's the point? I guess colour schemes in of themselves are artistic.
Yeah.
And if you... What's the point? Is it just a waste of time?
Yeah.
I don't get that. I don't like doing anything that I consider to be purely a waste of time.
Really?
Because then I get mad at myself. I think it's part of being unemployed for so long. Like, I have so much free time. Like, I've never had a job. And I've studied on and off and been shit at studying. So I've always had a lot of free time.
Yeah.
So I consider free time to be like an enemy that
Oh.
I need to fight against. Like, free time is the worst for me, because like free time is just like an infinite void that I need to fill up.
That's true. See, like, I'm always busy. I don't know how. I just always, I don't know. I just like, I'm going to do this, and then I have this project, and it just adds up. And then all of a sudden I realize, damn, sleep is really annoying. Like, I hate sleeping nowadays. It's just such a waste of time. And it's to the point where I'm like, oh, I want to relax, but I don't want to go to sleep because that's not relaxing time. Sleep isn't like.
that's so weird. I've got such a weird, different mentality to that. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about. What were we saying?
He's just basically talking about your life. Free time is terrible.
Free time, yeah, free time. Because I have so much free time, I can't enjoy any of it. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like because it's all there, I have to do something with it. Like I can't, like
Yeah, you can't do
when people have a job, they have set free time.
Yeah.
Like they want to use it, they want to utilize that. Like they have recreational activities they want to do.
Yeah.
But when you have nothing but free time, like when you're in control of your own time, it's like, what do I do with it? Like I can't just have fun. Like
Yeah,
you can't be all recreational. So
Because like there's no development in it. And
yeah, like you gotta be doing something.
That's true.
So,
Have you figured out something that you're doing that's developable? That I meant.
well, this YouTube thing I'm doing is
Yeah.
the best I can do. Because, oh geez, the economy. Oh,
Oh, don't get me started on that
Don't get me
one.
started on the economy.
I'm just gonna double check. Yep. I'm always terrified it's just gonna turn off because like it doesn't tell me. So I'm just like, are you working? Camera A. It's fine. Because that's another thing. I think we're watching like other people play video games. You know how people do that. It's good fun. Anyway, so they were like, yeah, this is the second time we've recorded it because we forgot to turn on the audio.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be me. That's my life. Yeah, God, free time is. Wish I had free time. Although then again, when I do actually get free time, I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah. Because, like, I don't know, like, when you think, you don't want to be wasting your time.
Yeah.
Like, even when you're doing something purely recreational that you don't think should have a purpose, you still want to, like, know that that's the best recreational thing you could be doing.
Yeah.
I don't, maybe it's that perfectionist streak in me. Like, I want to be sure that I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah.
So if I'm, like, having a lot of time, like you've got to plan out your time and say, I need to do work, I need to make progress in this time, and I'm gonna,
Yeah.
like, you can't be all work.
Yeah.
Because then you'll be unhappy. And so you've got to find that balance. People always talk about the balance, but I don't know.
I don't think anyone's ever found the balance.
Yeah, it's just all circumstance. You just gotta manipulate and get your way through all the circumstances that keep popping up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so with time, you can't spend all your time doing work. You need to spend some time recreationally. So when you're considering work and recreation as like the same thing, like
Yeah.
as recreation is helping you work,
Yeah.
you've got to do good at your recreation. Like you really need to be enjoying it
I don't
for
know.
time efficiency.
How do you do something you enjoy and be like, damn, am I really enjoying this as much as I should be enjoying this? Like how?
Yeah, that's it. Like it's just self-conscious awareness of like, is this good enough?
You need
Like,
to be less aware of your life. Like,
oh, I can't. Like when I'm at a concert, like I'm always just like, is this a good band? Am I having a good time? Like I'm just constantly judging them, and so like, it's weird, but that it does mean that when I am having a good time, I am particularly sure of it,
yeah.
because when I can doubt it and still think
Yeah.
it's good, then it's even better. Like when I think I'm having a good time, I'm really having a good time because there's no doubt at all. Like,
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, this is good. So.
That's pretty good. Nah, mine's just like not that. I'm just like, yeah, this is great. I don't know. Sometimes I literally just like lie down on the deck and I'm like, life is good. And then I do it for too long and go, I have wasted my life. That's pretty much how I judge my days. And then I do the whole, go through the whole one day doing nothing and feeling really bad, but then just at the end of the day going, that was a terrible day, and then the next day I'll do everything possible. And then I'll get really tired, and it just cycles like that. It's like,
I kind of have longer cycles. Like, I'll have a week or so where I'm able to really focus and get it together. And then after too long of doing that, I'll slowly slip off the wagon and start being more lazy. And then after like a month of being lazy, it's like, alright, I need to stop being so lazy.
I need to start doing things.
And then I get a good week of being good again, and then another week of laziness. It's the balance.
It's
cycle.
the balance. I think theoretically you're meant to do that whole lazy, busy cycle in like within your day.
Something a little more manageable.
Once it gets into months of doing nothing and then months of being super busy, it's like, that's a bit worrying. Do you really need that? Yeah. I don't know. I've noticed that you've, a lot of the projects and things that you've said, you've started like, oh, this stupid project. Is that the perfectionism, or is it like...
It's...
Or do you just don't want
Well, I don't know. I like to say perfectionism. That's just like a... Perfectionism's a socially acceptable way of saying that you're really depressed.
Yeah.
Because perfectionism is thinking that stuff's shit.
Yeah.
So, like, depression is thinking stuff's shit. So, I don't know. So, yeah, I really just have to force myself to enjoy something.
Okay.
And then, because I try so hard, when I do enjoy something, it's like, oh, that's really enjoyable.
So you're not like preemptively being like, oh, this is shit. Yeah, if you ever see it, and I already told you it's shit.
I think it's best. I think it's actually good to start with the mentality of assuming it's going to be shit.
Yeah.
Because then it's a pleasant surprise if it's good. But
there's no mistakes, only happy accidents. Bob Ross. Bob Ross is so relaxing to watch. Like, I know he was a meme, but watch some Bob Ross. It's good times.
I was thinking of doing that for. I mentioned earlier an idea for daily.
Yeah, daily drawing. Yeah.
So I was thinking of watching that to get a feel for his vibe.
Yeah.
To see what he's doing there.
Because he does the wet painting.
I've never seen, I've seen clips of him, saying one or two sentences, but I've never just watched it.
It's really relaxing.
Yeah.
It's like, at least to me anyway, you might get really annoyed at it, but I don't know. I find odd things relaxing, like watching Bob Ross paint and just chat, yeah.
Well, everybody loves Bob Ross. Bob Ross is such a meme. Bob Ross is one of those purely, good things.
Yeah.
Nobody has anything bad to say about him, right? I guess you could say he's boring, but...
Yeah. I don't think he is boring, though. I don't know. I feel like he took what should be boring and made it not, but it's not, interesting. It's not like you'll sit and, oh, what's going to happen next?
Maybe it's kind of related to ASMR. People like that whispering voices. Regardless of what it is, just a whispering voice.
It probably is, I think.
I actually have a theory about ASMR.
Oh, okay. What is this theory?
It's built upon another theory I have.
Okay.
A theory about hair, right? So humans have long hair on top of the head.
Yes.
So why would that be? What kind of evolutionary function would hair serve? It's shape for your neck and back. It's
warmth.
Yeah, I guess it warms your ears a bit.
But
would hair like this be the most efficient way to evolutionarily reach those goals? While we're losing hair all over the rest of our bodies, the hair here is so concentrated.
Yeah.
So I think the primary explanation would be it's a mating call. It's purely people like to scoff at that idea, that evolution could evolve something purely aesthetically, just for appearance. But look at birds.
That's
birds.
true.
90% of a bird.
There's,
Its look.
No point in a peacock feathers apart from
They fly.
Well,
but the colour.
Like the big tail. Like that.
Yeah.
That's a problem for a peacock. They don't need that big tail. Yeah, I guess.
So with that foundation, that hair is a
Aesthetic thing.
I think there's also a social element to it
Yeah.
in grooming.
Yeah.
Like monkeys and apes and chimps, they all groom each other. Like they're always feeling through each other's hair and picking up grubs and stuff.
Mm.
So massaging hair is like, it feels really good.
Yeah.
Like a head massage with long hair is so good. So like doing that and like picking up bugs and stuff. So there's that evolutionary drive to have long hair.
Yes.
What was the next point?
I'm waiting for you to
That was
wrap
the-
this
that
up
was
to
the
Bob Ross
first-
again.
Oh, ASMR.
Yes.
So, with grooming and like, because of this long hair requires grooming.
Yes.
If hair isn't maintained, it will be bad for you.
Yeah.
Like, you'll get
I
clumps
used
and
to
there'll
have
be
long
disease.
hair and like, you know, if you don't wash your hair enough and then it starts getting stuck and it hurts. Do you know?
I used to grow, like, I've always kind of grown my hair.
Yeah.
And when I was in like grade 11, 12, I had a really like grunge, emo kind of phase.
Yeah.
So I had long hair and I never washed it.
Ooh.
Never. Like,
Your scalp
Like,
would have hurt.
yeah, it was matted a lot. Like, it was pretty gross.
Weird. I have a friend called Jeremy, actually. He's got long hair that he's never washed, but I don't know how he managed it because he's got ringlets, and somehow the way that the long ringlets work, they don't mat. And I'm like, that is really weird. Because it's like, yeah, just don't touch it. I'm like, that is weird, but you're one lucky person. Probably the only lucky person in the world with hair. But yeah.
Yeah, it's weird that there's so many different hair types.
Yeah.
Like, I don't... Like, black people's hair, like African hair. The
Yeah.
thick, black,
Really.
coarse hair. Like, that stuff needs to be maintained. Like, you need to be doing something with that, or else it'll fester and
I
become
feel
shit.
like that would give you headaches.
Yeah.
Like, they obviously doesn't because so many people live with that type of hair. But I don't know, I feel like I would get headaches. Sometimes I just want to shave my hair off because, like...
So, that... Continuing in with this
Yes,
theory.
back to the theory.
So, this social exercise of grooming,
Yes.
it's a thing, right?
Yeah.
So, part of that, so say you're grooming someone's hair. The main way to do that, like if you look at monkeys, is to just be standing behind someone,
Yeah.
over their shoulders, and then picking through their hair.
Yes.
So there, you're right next to them, and you'll whisper into their ears. So that noise, that's like a really intimate evolutionary trait to appreciate that. Like, the appreciation of that situation is an evolutionary advantage.
Yeah.
Because if you do that, you'll have a larger community, and the community will stick together, you know, we're a
Yeah.
pack animal.
Yeah, if you
So-
don't appreciate it, then you're
So
off on
yeah,
your
that
own.
messing with hair, massaging hair, and whispering into ears has a evolutionary thing. Like, it is enjoyable.
Yeah.
Your brain wants you to be doing that because it helps you survive.
Yeah, okay. And
So
then...
that's my ASMR theory. ASMR.
That's a good theory.
And I haven't seen that written anywhere. I thought of that myself.
Ooh.
Which is why I don't trust it. Like, surely somebody else would have thought of it if it was right.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, like, the ASMR theories out there are, like, the fact that it's more of an intimate kind of thing.
Just,
So it's like that, just you've put it towards hair and, like, given it a reason.
yeah, giving it a real grounded.
Yeah.
Plus, connecting it to monkeys.
Yeah.
It's a solid theory. I've done the math.
Everything's gonna connect. If you're doing evolutionary biology, monkeys, man. I was just thinking about evolutionary psychology is a really weird topic.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and then just the people who don't believe in evolution at all.
That's a whole other kettle of fish. Yeah.
That, I don't know. Some people just annoy me. And I don't know whether they're trolling or not. And I feel like, part of me is like, oh, I wish you were trolling, but I know you're not. Like, I know you actually I don't know, it just really annoys me. But then I feel like it's bad that I'm so sure that I'm right with this at the same time.
Well, what are you sure you're right of? Like, I am sure that the Christian Bible isn't correct. Like, that's a book that somebody wrote a while ago.
No, just like that evolution does exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it exists. Like some people
there's
like,
evidence. Yeah. It's
that-
evidence.
I don't know, people are like, but you can't make one species turn into another species, and I was like,
Why they're still monkeys?
yeah. And I was like, I mean, I don't know, there's like salamanders.
Yeah, that even amongst people who believe in evolution, there's still a fundamental misunderstanding about the origin of humans.
Yeah.
Like, people like to talk about race. Like, they like to use evolution as a excuse to be racist. But, and people like to talk about the earliest human and like the first human.
Yeah.
But that...
It doesn't exist.
it doesn't exist because the world that existed at the time was full of different primate species, like all over the earth. And they all were constantly breeding with each other.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking about millions of years of evolution. Millions of years. Like, that's... Think about how far a single family's generation could spread in that time. And then think that there's another million families all spreading out in different directions at the same time. And they're all overlapping with each other and stuff.
And
Like, there's constant inbreeding. Like, it's not like the human race is just one family that's been having 2 kids and 2 kids and 2 kids and 2 kids. Like, if a species spreads out, interbreeds, and all the interbreed species spread out and interbreed, and then it's all just a crisscross clusterfuck of different species.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like people are like, oh, but you can't, like, where's the middle point between this one and that one? I'm like, like, it does exist, trust me, it's fine. I don't know. It's the fact that people would believe that it just pops out and goes, bloop. Like, no, it doesn't. I don't know. Just also the fact I used to study, like, microbiology, so part of what we did was legitimately, like...
Bacteria.
Yeah.
Bacteria actively mutates, like, in an observed way.
Yeah.
Like, that is proof. That's evolution right there. Like, a mutation continuing.
Yeah, it's like...
that's...
We had flies. Actually, I hated doing this because I thought it was really cruel, but apparently it's fine. So you had flies, and then we would, like, I forget what we did. We put some sort of selective pressure into it so that it would then only breed, like, red-eyed flies. And then we just had these red-eyed flies, and they can't breed back to the normal white flies because we got rid of that genetic diversity from it. And I think we did the same with, like, being able to fly. Like, you being able...
that's weird!
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. A bunch of flies that walk.
Yeah, walks. We made some walks.
It's a nice irony to it.
Yeah. So I think what we did is we got some flies, and then I forget how it happened. But anyway, the selective pressure was like a piece of fly trap that hung in the middle. So if they flew, they would get caught, but if they walked, they were fine. And then we just bred flies that couldn't fly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That reminds me of another test. It's not really that related, but tests. They would take dogs and put them in a cage.
Yes.
And they would give them a mechanism with which to escape the cage.
Oh.
And they had 2 control. Like, they had a control group and another group. And one group was taught how to use the system to escape.
Yeah.
And the other was actively discouraged, like it was electrified or something.
Oh.
No, they were shown how to escape, but it was electrified. So whenever they tried it, they'd get electrocuted.
Yeah.
And so the dogs that were taught how to escape, they would escape. But then they swapped it around so that the dogs that were getting it electrocuted weren't electrocuted, and the ones that were escaping were electrocuted.
Yeah.
So they would learn... Like, they would get electrocuted. They would try to escape and get electrocuted and not leave. But the ones that were originally electrocuted, but then it wasn't electrocuted, they never tried it again.
Yeah.
Because they had been electrocuted before, so... Fucking useless dogs.
Jesus, dogs not trying, like, learning from your mistakes, so rude.
The problem is that they did learn from the mistakes, and that they couldn't consider that what they had learnt was wrong.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Damn, that could end up being, like, really metaphorical with how everybody's life is, really. Oh god. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Shall we end it at that? That was a long conversation.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I never actually introduced you.
I'm Kai.
That's great. Do you want me to link to your channel or anything?
Sure.
Okay, you'll have to send me a link. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Okay, then nobody watches my stuff.
Yeah, nobody watches my stuff.
I was gonna say, like, no.
Just talking to nobody.
That's literally what, actually, no, I had, like, I made a rant about, like, marriage equality in the car, and then, like, one person commented on it, and I was like, where the fuck did you find this? There was 6 views. Who are you? What are you doing? Like, I don't know, I find it a bit, like, securing, being in a little bubble of not getting any views on my
Yeah,
videos.
no,
Like,
I could only do it. Like, I haven't told any of my friends or anything that I do anything.
Yeah.
'Cause I could only do it because it's still hidden. Like,
I see people
I know,
posting about, like, oh, how do you get people to watch your videos? And I'm like, why would you want that? Just literally just make it.
yeah, I hate that mentality of people who only want to be seen, like,
Yeah.
who don't even care about what they're making. Like, oh, there's like a bazillion of those gameplay channels. Like, I watch gameplay channels. Like,
Yeah.
I appreciate the comedic value of speaking while doing something.
Yeah.
But just there's a bazillion of these people who just do it, thinking that they'll get views. Like, they're
Yeah.
not doing it because they...
See, I would do it as an excuse to play games. Like, if it's like, oh, you
I guess
spent 2 hours playing video games. Yeah, I'm doing it for a project.
It's not.
Like, that's why I would do gameplay videos, but I wouldn't then. Yeah, I'm a big believer of you make a thing and I post it because it's just somewhere to keep it. So, but yeah, no, you make a thing because you enjoy making it, even if you're really shit at making it. Like, I am very bad at making things, but like, I'll get better.
I like the idea. One of the ideas that keeps me going is the idea that I won't show anyone now.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if anybody likes it.
Yeah.
But 20 years in the future, there'll be like AI robots, AI systems that will analyze what people watch and stuff and find out what people want to watch.
Yeah.
So someday in the future, somebody will have a robot that's telling them what to watch. Maybe someday that robot will tell them to watch my stuff.
That's great. I love it. I really like that. All right. Hey, welcome to the end screen. Look at it, it's so pretty. As Kai said, they like the security of people not watching their videos. But I would like to point out one that I find interesting. It's called Box. I don't know why, but I'm rather drawn to it. It has Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared vibes, so check it out. Awesome. Thanks. Bye.